Zoo newsman Pat Wilkins was on hand for the centennial celebration, and he has details in another of his Northwest Journal reports.
The century mark for the long-defunct beacon might have gone all but unnoticed, except for a group of entrepreneurs who are renovating the structure for use as a columbarium, a place to inter ashes of cremated bodies. The plan has won the backing of the locals at Astoria Seaside in Cannon Beach, because perpetual care provisions of its new use means it will be continually spruced up, repaired, and painted. In just 5 weeks since work began, crews and material have been helicoptered back and forth from Seaside to the Rock, a mile offshore. And the building now has a brand new coat of paint, and the interior has been stripped of rotting wood and rusting metal, and some new support beams have been installed. There is much work yet to be done, but the new face on the old landmark was just in time for its 100th birthday. Joyce Williams and John Williams, no relation, but mayors of Seaside and Cannon Beach respectively, were among the dignitaries flown to the lighthouse today to take part in the centennial celebration. But special attention was paid to 82-year-old Ragnar Johnson, whose late father-in-law was stationed on the Rock in 1894, and to 83-year-old Harold Dahlgren, whose own father was the chief lightkeeper soon after the turn of the century. Harold, where are you in this picture?
Well, you can see the young fellow there with the sailor suit at the on the right-hand side of the picture with the curly hair. That's me, 5 years of age. Next to me is mother. And standing in the back row is Julia. She's the oldest daughter of the family. And in front is Florence. She's now living in San Francisco. And there's Dad with his uniform as third assistant keeper of Tillamook Rock Lighthouse. And on the left is Helen.
Dahlgren also retells some of his father's anecdotes. One concerned a storm-tossed rock that put out the light.
This is the rock that went through the lantern and broke out the middle ends of the light at the top of this lighthouse on the storm October 18th of 1912. This rock was actually taken out of the lantern on the following morning. The painting you see on here is a painting by Bob Gerlow, who was one of the assistant keepers to Dad at that particular time. And we have used it for the past nearly 70 years as a doorstop around the house.
The new caretakers, a company headed by Portlanders Joseph Van Heverbeck, Mimi Morissette, and Kathy Riley, point out that the lighthouse sits on what is said to be basalt rock, 40 million years old. That the rock has withstood countless centuries of battering prior to the building of the lighthouse, and a century since, perhaps giving substance to the name of the new business venture here, Eternity at Sea. At the Tillamook Head Lighthouse off the Oregon coast, this is Pat Wilkins for Channel 2 News.